Now the angry Aussie travellers forced into hotel quarantine while celebrities like Danny Minogue get to pass go, collect their luggage and head straight home after touching down.
The haves and the have-nots.
Disgusted, like absolutely disgusted.
If you're filthy rich or famous, it seems hotel quarantine can be avoided. Everyone else has to be locked up in one of these for 14 days, and some of them haven't even been cleaned.
Just to be forgotten about like that felt pretty awful.
Ashley Rose Jefferson was 15 weeks pregnant when she entered mandatory hotel quarantine in Melbourne. She'd been travelling in Europe and couldn't get access to healthcare there, so headed home thinking she'd be well looked after.
They didn't really check on you. I couldn't go for a walk. I was vitamin D deficient, and the one they did offer me was 8 p.m.
She couldn't get a scan, and the one blood test performed was mislabelled. After release, a scan discovered her baby had a neural defect so severe her pregnancy had to be terminated. Her partner is American, and despite having a valid visa, he isn't allowed to enter Australia to grieve with her.
You're feeling like a failure yourself, when really I feel like the government's failed us a lot in these situations.
Last night we brought you Stephen Evans' story. He's returning from emergency life-saving cancer surgery in Germany. With a severely compromised immune system, doctors say he should be self-isolating at home. Instead, he's locked up in a dirty Sydney hotel.
3 different times we had new letters from doctors and new information, and 3 times they said no.
Where am I? What is happening? But I totally love it.
But when pop princess Danny Minogue flew in from the US of all places, she was spared any hotel hell. Just like billionaire Kerry Stokes back in April, these big names get to quarantine on their own terms.
If you're a celebrity and you've got money, then you're fine. But if you're just a normal person, just trying to do the right thing, then you just put in this big lump of people that they don't care about.
No, there's no special treatment for anyone.
Queensland's Chief Health Officer Dr Jeanette Young today explained Danny Minogue isn't the only one avoiding hotel quarantine.
There are a large number of different groups that have exemptions to hotel quarantine. For instance, consular officials, ADF personnel, people who work in the oil and gas industry who meet certain requirements.
And pop stars meet the requirements too if they have a COVID-safe plan in place that is deemed acceptable to health authorities.
And I believe I've given 38 such exemptions to date for mandatory hotel quarantine, but they need to then quarantine in another place that I'm satisfied adheres to the same requirements.
Despite the mess Victoria finds itself in now, thanks to a bungled quarantine system, Queensland appears happy to outsource the strict procedures to a third party and hope it all works out. Queensland Health Minister Stephen Miles.
They are being administered by a trusted third party, all at her own expense.
Needless to say, cancer patients or pregnant women aren't being offered any alternatives.
It seems like there's one rule for celebrities and another for the rest of us. All of this is going to come back to bite us.